Hello there, welcome to my views and news. Breaking news for you: meeting between Ethiopian Prime Minister and a senior Eritrean leader, Eritrean government official. Can we say it's a breakthrough in uh, Ethiopia Eritrea relations, which have remained very tense in the past few months? Secondly, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia PM Abiy is in Uganda to attend a summit there, and he spoke about the challenges faced by landlocked countries while delivering a speech in Uganda. What did he say? Is he doubling down on his position, about his government's position regarding the MOU with Somaliland? Or is he going to change his position and he is a little defensive? That is why he mentioned the challenges faced by landlocked countries across the world. Firstly, viewers, first high level meeting between an Ethiopian top leader and Eritrean leader in the past 6 months. I think the last major interaction between the two sides was in Egypt when the two met. Uh, Abiy and Isaias were seen together. After that, too, they met once, I think, but no other meetings in the last few months. And rather, on one occasion, we saw that Isaias and Abiy avoided each other. I think in Kenya, they did not hold any meeting. They were there, both were there. In Russia, too, I think there was no meeting. And in July, when the two leaders, Abiy and Isaias, met in Egypt, we heard from Ridwan Hussein, Ethiopian National Security Advisor, who was part of the meeting, that Eritrean president had accepted the invitation from Ethiopia to visit Addis Ababa, to visit Ethiopia. But that visit never materialized. Rather, we saw start of tension between the two countries when Ethiopian Prime Minister PM Abiy delivered a 45-minute long speech trying to prove that Ethiopia had natural rights to an access to the sea. Eritrea remained calm, but it resisted Ethiopian government's attempts for talks about the port, or the conditions were not acceptable for Eritrea. We saw some statements from Eritrea, Somalia, Djibouti, all rejected Ethiopian Prime Minister's position about access to sea. Today, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed met with Usman Saleh, who is a foreign minister of Eritrea. Can we say it's a breakthrough in Ethiopia-Eritrea relations? Well, firstly, it wasn't a formal, official, one-on-one or delegation level meeting. Pictures are being shared showing Ethiopian PM Abiy talking to Usman Saleh, but it seems to be just exchange of greetings. It seems. How to read the body language of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia and Usman Saleh? Well, if you analyze the pictures, Usman Saleh seems very interested, but Abiy seems to be a little restrained, cold as well. There's no warmth in Abiy's appearance. That is what I understand analyzing the pictures. And secondly, Usman Saleh is, yes, he's a foreign minister, but he is not the man who calls the shots in Eritrea. Eritrea is ruled by Isaias Afwerki, and after Isaias Afwerki, in foreign ministry, the main man is Yemane Gabriel, who is advisor to the president, but he's basically in charge of foreign ministry. Usman Saleh is the foreign minister, but powers lie with Yemane Gabriel. Still, it was good to see the two leaders together. I think if there are any issues between the two sides, the issues can only be resolved through engagement, through talks, through dialogue. That is the way forward. Let's see when Abiy and Isaias meet. Will they ever meet? So far, they have been just avoiding contact. And this meeting was held in Uganda between Abiy and Usman Saleh in Uganda. Non-aligned movement meeting is underway. So on the sidelines of this meeting, the sidelines of non-aligned movement session, Abiy and Usman Saleh exchanged greetings. We cannot say it was a formal delegation to delegation level talk between Ethiopia and Eritrea. Though I've been proposing that talks should be held, even Tigray should be involved as well. Tigray-Eritrea border still undecided and still disputed. Tigray and Eritrea have opposite claims to the border areas. Ethiopia and Eritrea are not on good terms because of Ethiopian claims about access to the sea. So only solution is negotiations. Let's hope the two sides start negotiations. First contact in Uganda, Kampala, a few hours ago. Secondly, was Prime Minister of Ethiopia PM Abiy, as I said earlier, is in Uganda. By the way, yesterday there was IGAD summit in Kampala, Uganda. Ethiopia did not attend IGAD summit. Ethiopia said it was not possible because of overlapping of schedule. Ethiopia had other engagements. Eritrea was not there too. I think Sudan's Burhan boycotted IGAD meeting. Just yesterday, IGAD meeting in Uganda was boycotted, we can say, by Ethiopia. But today, PM Abiy was there in Uganda, Kampala, in the same city, in the same country. And he attended non-aligned movement session. 19th session of non-aligned movement was held in Kampala, Uganda today. Ethiopia is part of non-aligned movement. There are so many international forums, by the way, non-aligned movement, BRICS, then several other regional forums too, IGAD, African Union, ECOWAS, East Africa Community. I can go on and on. PM Abiy there delivered a speech and he raised the issue of plight of landlocked countries. He said, landlocked countries are facing immense challenges because it is difficult for them to meet the needs of their people because of having no access to the sea. And he reiterated Ethiopian position that Ethiopia wants to gain access to sea through negotiation on a mutually beneficial arrangement agreement and through negotiations and dialogue and through a peaceful approach. Question is, why did he raise this issue of port addressing non-aligned movement session? Is it because he is under pressure, he is defensive, or did he double down on his position that he is not withdrawing, he will implement the MOU with Somaliland? I think basically he showed Ethiopian government's commitment, that government is committed. It is a matter of survival, matter of existence for Ethiopian government. So that is why Ethiopia does not have any options. It must have access to sea because it is linked to its survival. So he tried to prove that. Secondly, obviously, he did not make a mention of Somaliland, but obviously he was implying that Ethiopia would gain access to the sea. And when Ethiopia says it wants access to the sea through negotiation, through dialogue, obviously dialogue has been held with Somaliland. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement too. Somaliland will get recognition, shares in Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopia will have a naval base and access to port there, port on lease. But where is Somalia? Somalia has claims to Somaliland. So this is the main issue. Let's see. So far, I have seen no signs of Ethiopia withdrawing from the MOU with Somaliland. Somaliland Council of Ministers issued a statement last night. I did a video on that this morning. Council of Ministers is asking Somalia international community to respect Somaliland's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Both sides are committed, but when will the implementation start? When will the MOU turn into an agreement? When will the two assemblies approve this agreement? Because obviously, if an agreement has been signed, or if an agreement is signed, it will be put to vote at Somaliland's parliament, at Ethiopian parliament. That will happen. So far, agreement has not been put to vote. So either it has not been signed so far, or it has been signed but not made public. Let's see. So far, the two sides are confirming that they have signed an MOU. Even that MOU has not been made public. Thank you for watching.